Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Yes, I got something on my shirt because guess what? Baby threw up on me. It's what it is. But I want to talk about something that is very, very heavy on my heart, okay? Fathers. Fathers. Be in your kids' lives. Stay committed. Stop letting your kids not grow up together. If you have multiple children, make sure those kids grow up together. I don't care what you got going on in life. I don't care what's up with your baby mama. Y'all beefing, y'all don't like each other, whatever, your life off track. I don't care. I don't care. Keep your kids together. Because what happens is, those multiple kids grow up with siblings they don't know like it. Okay? And it's not right. It's not right at all. It affects each sibling in some type of way. Okay? So, you look just like this person, but you don't really know this person. Y'all got a whole lot in common, but y'all totally different people at the same time. Y'all act just alike, but y'all grew up different and came from two different families. Y'all love each other, but y'all don't know each other. That's not cool. That's not cool. Not to have your kids around one another. Not to make sure they are growing some type of bond. Something. Fathers, y'all have to do better. Y'all have to do better. And stop not being there for your kids. Not only does it affect your kids, it affects you too. If it don't affect you now, karma's going to get you. It's going to affect you eventually. One day you got to get older. Somebody's got to take care of you. But if you never took care of none of your kids, if you never loved none of your kids properly, then what do you have? Like, fathers, take care of y'all kids. Keep y'all kids together. I cannot say it enough. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is coming from a person that did not grow up with half of my siblings. Okay, and there's always some type of dilemma to where, like I said, you know this person, but you don't. You didn't grow up around this person. Y'all didn't bond. But hey, you have a sibling. That's not what's up. Siblings are supposed to be like this. But when there's so many different dynamics and so many different ways people have grown up and people view things different ways and this and that, a whole bunch of stuff that don't even really matter, it messes with the bonds that could have been there. Your siblings are supposed to be your best friend, okay? I have one sister I grew up with. One sister. I have another sister and two brothers that I did not grow up with. We all look alike. We all have similarities. We all act alike in different ways. We all have, a couple of us even sound alike. Literally, a whole lot alike. But guess what? When children are left to create those bonds on their own, they never go perfect. Like, it's wrong. And then y'all men with daughters. Really, in my eyes, it goes both ways. I don't care if you have a daughter or a son. You need your father in your life. Having your mother is great. We come from our mothers. But what about that other 50%? What about the other 50%, half of us, that is supposed to be the protector? Like, you got the nurturer, you got your mother, the lover, the nurturer, the protector, but the protector is supposed to be your father. So, if you're not teaching your child or protecting your child and running around not messing with your child, how do you think they're going to let things go in life? Like, people get in a lot of situations because their parents are not there like they are supposed to be. Period. Like, it burns me up inside because let me tell you, I couldn't imagine leaving my babies for dead. I couldn't imagine not taking care of them. I couldn't imagine them not growing up together. I couldn't imagine none of it. Okay, my babies is like this and they're going to always be like that because I couldn't imagine it, honey. I couldn't imagine. Like, fathers, y'all have to do better. Y'all have to do better. Stop letting these kids not grow up around each other. Stop letting them have to figure out how to bond and how to deal with each other later on in life. Yeah, siblings argue. Siblings, all of that. Okay, but it's a whole different dynamic when you did not grow up with that sibling. My dynamic with my sister I grew up with and my sister I didn't grow up with is totally different. My dynamic with my sister I grew up with and my brothers that I didn't grow up with is totally different. The love's there, but it's still different. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, y'all have to do better for y'all kids. Like I said, you know what? One of my kids, you know, got a real hard life. Dude is always jacked up. Ain't got no car, ain't got no license, he ain't got nothing. But guess what? He don't take care of his kids, okay? He don't take care of his kids. He don't keep them together. He don't make sure they bonded. 2 is out of town somewhere. He don't know where they at. 2 of them's her. Like, come on now. 2 or more is her. Like, bruh, get it together. One day it's gonna be old and he's going to be on his own. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to be on his own because he ain't take care of none of his boys. He ain't take care of none of them. Like, you have to think ahead of time. It's not even about thinking ahead of time. How can you have a seed and not love that seed enough to take care of it? How can you have multiple seeds and not love those seeds enough to make sure that they strong together and got each other and got each other's backs and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, all that? Why? That's sorry to me. It ain't no excuse. It's sorry. You have kids, take care of them. You have kids be in their lives. Like I said, fathers, start taking care of your kids. Keep your kids together. Have a bond with your kids. Protect your daughters. Protect your sons. There's a lot of sons and daughters that ain't protected out here. Why? Because their fathers are nowhere to be found. Ain't nothing cool about that. It's not what's up. Like, you know how many women I see in domestic relationships, domestic situations, and who's there to protect them? They daddy ain't around. So why do they care? They don't care. You ain't got nobody to have your back for real. You ain't got no daddy. You feel what I'm saying? That type stuff. Like, I feel like that could save a whole lot of situations with men. Y'all, they get out in life, young men, they don't know how to move, what you should do, woo, 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 because where was their father? Non-existent. Non-existent. So guess what? They got to figure it out. Y'all sons and y'all daughters is figuring it out on their own. They figuring out life. They figuring out how to be a good parent. They figuring out how to bond with each other. They figuring this out. They figuring this out. And they done figured out that you ain't shh. And y'all men, y'all pay for that eventually. Y'all pay for it. I just want to give my thoughts on that. That was heavy on my heart. Real heavy on my heart. Take care of y'all kids. Keep y'all babies connected. Bond with y'all babies. Make sure they bond with each other. Ain't no situation perfect, but it ain't got to be non-existent neither. That is a choice fathers are making. Some mothers too, but we on the fathers right now. That's a choice that men are making. That ain't cool. And it can really mess up somebody's future. But that's all I got. That's all I got. I ain't gonna stay too far into that subject because, like I said, it's a sensitive topic for me. No situation is perfect, but it ain't gotta be jacked up neither. Subscribe. Like I said, I'm here to share my thoughts, share my journey, share advice, share different things I've been through, share my journey in this beauty industry. Like I said, I've been in the beauty industry for about 6 or 7 years now. I love what I do. And I'm living and learning and falling and getting back up and getting back up and falling and getting back up. And y'all going to be right there with me, honey, getting all the advice, seeing all my pros and cons, my mess ups, my whoop-de-whoop. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thank you. Take care of y'all.